Did you know that the main reason students don't get the best grades is not a lack of intelligence, but how they study? And I'm going to tell you something. Studying more is not the solution. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to achieve perfect results while spending less time than you think, and how you can do it too. If you've ever felt stuck in a cycle of procrastination and long study sessions with no results, stay tuned because what I'm about to tell you will change your academic life forever. Let's start with a simple question. Why don't students get the best grades? The number one reason is not a mystery. They don't study at all. But let's go further. Why don't they do it? Simply put, because studying feels like a waste of time. I remember it like it was yesterday. I hated studying. Every time the teachers announced a test, a deep feeling of discouragement would take over me. I knew that meant sacrificing my weekends, sitting for hours in front of books, doing something I found boring, tedious, and generally frustrating. The real problem wasn't studying. It was how procrastination made me feel. I later discovered it feeds precisely on that feeling of overwhelm and rejection. But here's the key change. When I learned how to study faster, everything changed. What I once hated transformed into something simple, manageable, and efficient. You can get really good grades while studying less time than you think, which allowed me to enjoy the things I truly love. So, in this video, I'll tell you how to achieve that, so stay until the end. Step 1. Change your mindset, change the results. Before we dive in, let's consider something curious about psychology. A study divided people into two groups based on their expectations about aging. One group was filled with negative thoughts. I'll age badly. With diseases and problems, my skin will wrinkle. The other group had a positive perspective. Aging is part of life. I'll take care of myself and enjoy the process. The results were surprising. The negative group not only visited the hospital more frequently, but they also experienced a worse quality of life, from physical health to appearance. On the other hand, those with a positive mindset aged gracefully and lived better. The same applies to studying. If you start thinking, this is going to be boring and endless, it will be exactly that. On the other hand, if you approach a task with optimism, saying, this will take me X amount of time, and it will be simple, your mind works more efficiently and productively. Basically, changing your perception changes your action. Step 2. Focus on what's essential, the 80-20 rule. Imagine yourself as a miner looking for gold. You could dig everywhere and find tons of useless dirt, or you could focus on that small vein of gold that contains the most value. When studying, the 80-20 rule means that 20% of the content is what truly matters. Key concepts, areas where you are weak, and topics that are likely to appear on exams. Stop wasting time reviewing things you already know. Even though it's tempting because it feels good, right? And give you instant gratification, you're not learning anything new. Your time should be invested in what gives you the greatest benefit. Identifying mistakes, understanding important concepts, and practicing with past exams. When I applied this rule, my routine changed drastically. Before, I spent hours reviewing notes and textbooks. Now, instead of trying to cover everything, I focus on what's essential and get better results in less time. Step 3. Be strategic with your time, the timer trick. Have you ever noticed how tasks tend to expand to fill the time you give them? This is called Parkinson's Law. If you decide to study all day, you'll probably do it, but inefficiently. Instead, if you give yourself 1 hour to complete a task, you'll be surprised at how quickly you can do it. Start with a timer. For example, set 90 minutes for a study session with brief breaks. This approach forces you to concentrate and keep up the pace. You can even gamify it. Try to beat your previous record in efficiency. When I started using a timer, I stopped fearing long study sessions. Instead of wasting a whole day, I got more done in less time, and each time I did it better. Step 4. Learn from your mistakes. A common mistake is thinking that past exams are just a memory exercise. But studies show that reviewing your mistakes is one of the most effective ways to learn. When you fail a question and correct your mistake, your brain retains that information much better. So, instead of reviewing everything, prioritize practicing past exams. Get familiar with the format. identify patterns, and, above all, learn from your mistakes. Studying isn't about relearning everything. It's about reviewing and perfecting. Take action now. The key to being a successful student isn't studying more, it's studying smarter. Change your expectations, apply the 80-20 rule, use a timer, and learn from your mistakes. These changes will transform your experience, not only in terms of grades, but also in how much you enjoy the process. Congratulations for making it this far. It shows your commitment to improving your study habits. If you want to keep learning techniques to help you study better and achieve your goals, don't miss this video on the screen. I chose it for you. It's the next step to take your learning to the next level. Click now, and I'll see you there.